All right, what's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have a new update. Let's figure out what's new here and good. Also have some coffee. Gotta wake up, as always. Hello, Evil. Little Tweeter. Orwellaster? Hello. Zen Music, Wargaming Cooking with the Ports. It's a pretty good one. It's also one of the first that I've seen with actual reflections. It still struggles a bit with the lighting, as you can see. You know, the orange glow of these lights probably shouldn't be here. Also, look at that trail. Oh my goodness. The Wargaming TAA thing struggles with movement. It's really good with stills. Like the wires here look great. But that is pretty gross. Although you guys probably don't see that very well. It's this one, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. Let me show you. Surely it comes through here, right? Yeah, there we go. Can you see? Can you see? Oh, maybe it's not trailing as much now. Oh, nice. It fixed it. It fixed it. Great. Maybe they've done a little bit better. I don't know. I still wish we had MSA back. Oops. Let me reset. There we go. We're back. Oh, now it's on this side again. Yeah, it's having trouble again on that side. All right, like, you see the little trail? The trail here. And if I move it, the camera with it to make it a little more still, it stays less of a trail, and then the trail comes back. Oh well. Is what it is. That's the problem with TAA. Unfortunately. TAA sucks. TAA is the worst, man. I've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and that game TAA is also not amazing, unfortunately. The more recent implementations of DLSS is so much better than TAA. So much better. TA is just so bad. Am I testing graphics? No, I'm just noticing things. Because we're looking at the new port, right? This is for this update. Because they have actual reflections on the water right now, which is cool. A lot of ports don't have any reflections. They're really bad. But even these reflections are kind of missing stuff. You know, like the ship probably should be reflected here, cutting off some of this tower. Pagoda, is that what they're called? Probably these reflections of lights shouldn't be in the water here. Probably the ship should be blocking that. Right? I don't know. I notice these things. What kind of PC am I using for maximum game performance and stream? I have a 4090 and a 7950X 3D with 64 gigs of RAM. So it is like massively overkill for World of Warships. Most things. So we're looking at the best scenario, best case scenario for the game. Okay. So I don't have the new ships on this account with the new update yet. I am not sure what's going on there, but I might have to see if they're still on the press account to play. But I would like to go over the new update as well. I'll make the video today. on the new update. But let's go over it just to make sure I'm not missing anything for that video. Are the guns on Guden any good? When they hit, they are. They're basically Sharnor's guns. They don't like to hit very often, though, I will say. Lunar New Year 20... Okay, it feels a little bad, doesn't it? That Christmas is so good, and then the folks who celebrate Lunar New Year get absolutely shafted. That feels a little bad, doesn't it? Oh, man. Let's see. Login gift. One perma camo. Okay, that's interesting. But these aren't like, I don't know. Are these that good perma camos? They're fine. Maybe they're fine. That's not the interesting part, though. Update navig. I like the update navigator thing that they've added. That's really good. Festive calendar starting on 17th. Okay. 2 weeks only. Sure. Newport, good. Okay, looks like they're not using their own TAA method. Because I don't see the little trails here. They must have done a really still image, stopped the animation or something. Or touched it up, I guess. Got some Zeton clone already? Really? There's a Zeton clone? Interesting. This is the main thing, though, for everyone. Alliance to Defenders of Order or Adherents of Chaos. Yes. Completing combat missions that will be available each week during update 15.1 for the first weeks of 15.2. Okay. Get a little more than an update to complete this. And we already did the leaderboards last update. The golden crates have a 20 pity drop. Oh, interesting. We'll have to look at that. That might be better than we think. I'm not sure. I haven't done the math. I have not done the math. Okay. Each line requires a different number of lunar tokens. Right, so the better ships will require more. That makes sense. And you can convert coal as well to gain progression here, which is cool. I think that's cool. Burned my coal down to 1 million. Oh, you can't afford the Sarkoof now, SF. Unlucky. Got the free golden from your free crate, and you got the tier 10 CV. Amazing. We love gambling, don't we? Ugh. Sucks. Absolutely sucks. What is this a clone of? Cursed Fang? Looks like a pirate ship, kinda. Didn't spend money? Good. Got Inshin free from a crate. Yo, congrats on that. Inshin's crazy good. Wanted the BFK BB. Dedicated article. Why is it always a dedicated article? Unfortunate. Well, at least we can look in game now. Event pass. Anything good in this to call out? Eastern Dragon, eh? That's an old ship. Were those originally for free? Everyone in 07 needs that BB. True. What's up, Sifo? Logged in and went to collect your gift thing and half the text on the page is in Russian? Really? This one? Interesting. Maybe a bit of a patch day glitch. Remember that this game is old and was initially developed in Russia. St. Petersburg, I believe, was the main office for over half of its life cycle. So there might be some just default language setting that triggered there. All right, back to current update. Cursed Fang is just a Neptune. Ah, okay. We're here. Oh, look at the leg. Look at the leg. 4090 7950 X3D, by the way. In-game web browser. Questionable. Questionable. Yeah, Eastern Dragon, not that interesting. Not that interesting. I mean, there's some steel here, I guess. There's some steel. Some coal. Got the goofy Schlieffen for free? Yo, congrats. I think that's probably going to be one of the better ones. Being able to swap your Luchins over for free to Schlieffen is going to be nice. Very nice. Unbreakable Front? Sure. Not that interested. Surcouf Salvage continuing? Sure. Kelowna's really the only one to get out of that. Operations improvements. Right, they added in the... What was that one? Salvage Victory? No. What was the event called that you could get San Diego in September last year? Whatever that one was. Oh, they probably say it here. No gold class for Thunder. I think battleships might be the most tilting to do. I was watching Sep a bit last night after John stopped. Bro, having battleship RNG involved in trying to get gold clasp is going to be so tilting for me. I'll never do it, I think. Liberty Harbor? Not that one. It was the one before. Brawls, sure. Armory, okay. Pioneer. Pioneer will be cool to check out. This one's the Smoke Radar HE? Yeah. Failed the Dev Strike and AFK Minnow, super cool. Name of Tomorrow! That's the one, thank you. In the Name of Tomorrow. I think that's some of the operations they're adding in to just standard rotation now. Chateau Renault, if that's how it's pronounced. Gigatorps. EU battleships early access for one more update. Again, just wait on that. Oh no, my coffee. Hold. I'll be right back. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't just leave my coffee next to my mouse, and then when I go to type and then move my hand back to my mouse, I bump my coffee. That's maybe a bad idea. Okay. Oh, man. Might need a non-open container, too, for it. Oh, well. It's not too bad to clean a mouse pad up. Do that later, though. Other changes. Bots, HP, damage output, and asymmetric changed. Added separate statistics for personal and division distinguished service awards in the player profile section. Wasn't that already separate? Wasn't that already separate? Yo, what's up, Malta? And Monsieur Moustache, hello. Open the coffee container, yeah. Guaranteed drop counter has been enabled back. I didn't realize that was gone. That was a good feature. Nice to have it. Oh, interesting. You small nerf to subs in a very slight scenario there. Can't use the reserve battery unit on an emergency surfacing. Cool. Okay, so we really just have to figure out what is going on here. That's what we got to figure out, is this. So, that would be this here. Oh. We're getting things? Defenders of Order, apparently, is this lady. Sure. This guy's the bad guy, I guess. See a little story here. Defenders of Order. Adherents of Chaos, sure. So, I have a little 1 here. So let's click that, I guess. Complete missions and obtain rewards. You can join one of 2 coalitions. Explore the rewards for each coalition and choose your side. After joining a coalition, you can obtain, themed rewards from its parties. You may switch at any time. Nice. That's good. It's nice that it doesn't just lock you in. You will earn lunar tokens by completing combat missions. Yep. Cool. There's a story, sure. You can spend coal too, which is really nice. Actual use for coal. We love to see it. Sure. Ships at different stages. And then, of course, the gamble boxes. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. Okay. Okay, so here's the full potential rewards from Defenders of Order. Commander, camos. So if you do this Imperium one, you get some Italian stuff. So what are these? Tier 9 Italian Premium. So is this going to be Marco Polo and Veneto? Vittoro Veneto? Also an Optio here. This is a kind of fun mid-tier. Didn't realize that was... they would have some of those in here. Neat. Danu and... Ernie? It is very Marco Polo? Okay. Is this a Tiger 59? Interesting. And then this is what? Lion? This is Schlieffen. This is Pizarski, right? D. Pizarski? Wait, there's got to be some sort of thing I can find, right? Tells me this. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Great. And okay, so wow, I completely missed this one. Went over this one. Anyways, this is the one everybody should go for, right? Laria. Oh, this is Pizarski. Wait. Yeah, this one's Pizarski and Laria. Sure. And then Schlieffen plus Irian. Okay, so some good options on this side. Wait, did they just lie to us previously? I thought... Oh, dang, bro. We've been had. I think I've been... Yeah, so people are going to go for this one. This one here. So I'm pretty sure they said that the ships were going to be around 10 to 15,000 tokens. Right? Previously, I'm pretty sure that was it. Technically true, but you got to get through multiple bundles first. And this, I mean, Laria is way higher. Oh, it's so sneaky. It's just so sneaky, man. Like, we're gonna find this stuff out when the event comes out. Why? Oh, why do they gotta do that, man? So lame. Oh, there is a Zeton here. There is a Zeton here. And then Petro. Okay. There is Delaware, Neptune, Grom. There is... Wow, a lot of ships in this one. Navarin. NC. Furutaka. Interesting. And then Z52. Interesting. Thought they were pretty clear. Disagree. Maybe I'm wrong. How hard are the combat missions then? Play 3 battles. 1,000,000 credits. 8 spotted ribbons. 600 ribbons. 9 million potential. 14k free XP. Pretty free. Win 3 battles. 38,000 commander XP. 22 set on fire or flood. 120,000 spots. 10 battles, join the top 5 on your team by experience received. That might be hard for some people. Go into co-op probably. 2,500 main battery or secondary battery hits. Pretty free so far. I mean, you get a lot of game modes in most of these to do. 11,000 base XP. So like 11 games. Defended, 10 defended, capture assisted ribbons. Pretty easy. Spot 125 torpedoes. That'll be a weird one. I guess you just run a Hydro DD and just go screen in front of something. That'll be a bit of a weird one. 1.5 million damage to ships. Sure. You can't grind through asymmetric. Looks like asymmetric's not in all of these. It is for some of them. The Space XP one. Not all of them, though. Dockyard in disguise? Kind of. Not really, but kind of. 75 in-caps or Citadel hits. That'll be a bit of a weird one. But you can just go in co-op and grind this with like a high DPM light cruiser and just shoot at destroyers. And then shoot at cruiser and battleship torps on their deck. And that's pretty quick. 12 million credits. That could take people a while if they're not premium account and boosters. Play 15 battles. Sure. 11,000 free XP. Pretty easy with boosters. That'll take a while if you don't have boosters. Not that long, actually. You get, what, a couple hundred? That could take a bit. Show us the ships. We already looked at them in the other menu. We're looking at the combat missions right now, my man. Patience. Or just go back. Free XP again. Damage with main battery or secondary battery. Pretty easy. 27,000 base XP. Okay, that's a little more. 3,000 main battery or secondary hits. I mean, these are pretty easy with the crazy secondary cars now. 4,500 ribbons, also pretty easy. 1,000 ribbons, sure. 20 spotted. 66,000 XP. Not base XP, so boosters work. So that won't take too long. 65 set on fire, sure. 170,000 commander XP. Okay, they're getting up there now. 36 million potential damage. Woo. Okay, that's a jump. The end here is a jump for sure of stage 5. Win 7 battles, 10 citadels, 160,000 spotting damage, 22,000 free XP, 2.1 million damage to ships, 45 defense. I mean, it's getting a little harder. 15 battles, 1,000 ribbons, sure. 95k fire flood damage, 40 in caps, sure. 10 million credits, sure. 3,600 main battery secondary. Okay, well, the bottleneck is 5. Looks like this is the bottleneck right here, these two. Interesting. Pretty much like dockyard missions, true. True. Okay, so we know the bottleneck now. All right, so let me find the dev blog. All right, let me see. Where is this? Well, maybe they said it like properly. So I remember them saying so with this, I should make this bigger for you guys. I remember watching this dev blog go up on their stream, and they talked about the ships being between like 10 and 15,000 tokens. Was kind of how they summarized it. And that you could get up to 45,700 tokens. So I was under the impression then that you could get quite a few of the ships. And that's my fault, because here in the details, you can get up to 5 non-tier 10 ships or 4 ships with one of them being tier 10. I did not look closely enough at that because this is very this uses up basically everything. Without the leaderboard's last update, you get like up to 40k at the most. So it's you only have 10k left after getting Laria. Actually, no, you don't. Wait, can you even get Laria? Wait, can you even get Laria? $41,000? $41,700. 42. Is Laria? Is Laria 42,000? Yeah, I know, guys. I know you can buy stages for coal. Okay, guys, chill. Relax, guys. Relax. I know. We have to figure out what the price is before we talk about coal. Guys, chill. Take it one step at a time. Crazy. All right, let's see. Wow, yeah. So it's a full 30,000. So yeah, that Laria is 42,000 tokens. Damn. Yeah, this cheat sheet thing helps a lot. But yeah, I just have links blocked, guys, so that it's easier for me to moderate. Yeah, this cheat sheet does help. So if you want Marco Polo, Verity, and Optio, or Ferruccio, 39,000. Here's the total number of tokens you can get. If you want Tiger 59, Duke, oh, it's the Duke of York. I didn't realize it was that low tier. 18,000. If you want Laria, it is full 42,000. Yikes. Schlieffen, Irian, 33. If you want the Z52 Navrin thing, that's 43. Yikes, man. Neptune, Delaware, Grom, 39. Petrozeton, 29. Okay, it's just expectations. It is just expectations. Huh. Interesting. You can switch coalitions once for free. Additional switches cost 2,500 coal. Interesting. That's not a lot. Or that's not... Being new to this game and trying to understand it all is fun. Yeah, it's hard, man. These events are crazy. I've been playing since release, and it's hard to understand these events, man. That's why I try to figure these things out and then put out a video kind of explaining it simply. But we're in the midst of it right now, so I can't explain it very well right now. It used to be very different. When this game launched, man, the events were simple and easy to understand. And not... Yeah, not so... Yeah. Whatever this is. Okay, so... Okay. I would like to... do a little digging here. Hold. This might take a bit. Okay. Okay.
Are various and detectability limits, while and that was kind of a meme that was running around. And there's, I don't know if that's a typo.
I won't say.
Yeah,
Cool.
Is this the dev blog?
Okay, cool. There we go.
If you're really interested in seeing the changes, definitely to tier 7 to 10.
No, this is the wrong dev blog.
Stuff in no longer a restriction on like which.
It's a neat one, so that does affect detectability quite a bit.
Okay, this is the wrong dev blog. Hold for a second. Yeah, the one page helps a lot. Okay, here.
Chrysanthos.
When was this dev blog even? That's probably a better way to look at this. This was January 8th. Oh, it's way longer than I thought. Ago. Wow. This one?
Ask. My background in like video games, I've launched a board game company. I've been at a bunch of different startups and a bunch of different industries, but I've always done like, I've been pinball. I've launched a pinball machine.
We're not doing missiles this time, but we do have the spawn mechanics from it.
Yeah, here we go. Sorry, guys.
Or our Asian player base. But we are kind of making a cool
Here we go.
Thematic and storyline. So there's 2 factions that you're going to be able to, for just the correct. So
Missiles plan for the
that.
future.
Basically covered all this. You will get the 1,500 lunar tokens right off the bat just for logging in. But yeah, we'll dive into kind of what the UI looks like.
Faction you decide to progress in. Coal,
yes. And then the first one is free. You do swap
at the beginning, and you have to spend another 10,000, 20,000 to get to the end of a reward track on the chaos side. The only thing you're not locked
set your progress every time you swap back and forth. But obviously, it's more efficient to get exactly what reward you want. We can kind of cover how you choose the two.
Basically, when the event starts, you'll be choosing between the Defenders of Order and the Adherents of Chaos sides. So you can only belong to one side at a time.
Let's just listen.
One of the coalitions.
Let's just listen.
Within each coalition, there are a couple of the factions, which are smaller parties, and your actual rewards will be tied to which faction you progress in.
Yep.
Each of the parties does have its own commander that you'll get right out the gate, I believe. And then you can also receive rewards depending on which faction you decide to progress in. To make it really clear, you pick a side, that being Order or Chaos. You do not have to pick a faction. So you can actually progress in multiple of the factions at once if you want to. And you use the lunar tokens that you earn throughout the game, various missions and the leaderboards as mentioned before. Those are how you get lunar tokens. And then you spend the lunar tokens to progress with any one of the factions on your side.
See if there's any questions in chat real quick.
Yeah.
Don't see anything crazy popping up yet. I will keep scrolling through all the pictures so you guys can see. But essentially, these ships that you see here, these are going to be the final reward for the 7 different factions, or 7...
Not all of the ones in this section are necessarily final ones. These are the new skins.
Yeah. So there are 7. 7. So you basically choose A or B, so Order or Chaos. Within that, one of them has 4 factions that you choose through and kind of progress through its tiers of unlocks. And then the other, there's 3, and you go through there. So we'll We have a breakdown of exactly what you can get. In
Can
each
we
of
do
those,
missions
but,
on both sides?
Yes.
Not at once. You have to pick one of the sides. You can swap once for free between Order and Chaos. If you want to swap multiple times, you will have to spend coal.
Coal, yes. And then the first one is free. You do swap for coal. It does save your progress, so you don't reset your progress every time you swap back and forth. But obviously, it's more efficient to get exactly what reward you want from the Chaos side. You got it, swap over, use the free one, and get everything you want on the Order side. So keep in mind of that, but if you do need to swap back and forth, it's just coal to swap back and forth.
But if you do so, just be warned, like, the tokens do not carry over between the two sides. So if you've, for example, if you've spent 10,000 tokens with one of the Order factions and you swap to Chaos, you will start again at the beginning, and you have to spend another 10,000, 20,000 to get to the end of a reward track on the Chaos side. The only thing you're not locked into is which faction you're spending tokens with. So, for example, you are on Order and you're spending. Actually, let's scroll down. Have you scroll down to the two drop downs? Yeah.
Yep.
So here's the thing, right? Like, I got the impression while watching this the first time through last month that to get to the final progression spot would be 10 to 20,000 tokens. I want to wait and see if we hear it, but I thought there was something about the ships on average are around 15,000 tokens. That's what I thought. I thought I remembered hearing that. And that's kind of what I was basing my impressions off of on this event. So that's why I want to rewatch this, just to make sure I understand like what they said. Because it was a month ago. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. Because obviously that is not the case. The actual cost of the ships that you're interested in is like the full 40,000 tokens.
So let's just can you do both of them fit on the screen at once?
I can zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, let's do
Which
that.
makes the event
So
much
here are
worse.
the factions. There's the Neon Port, the Imperium Aeternum, Shamrockville, and Pinatopia for the Defenders of Order. There's Rustport, Libertatia, and Kingdom of Dunes for the Chaos side. And then you can see which ships are available through each of the factions. These are all premium versions of existing ships in the game. There's
no clones.
There is no new ship per se, but there are some very
Petro
valuable
and
ones.
Z are not around 17.
Tempesta Nera is
They're more
a premium version of Ruggiero de Loria, the T10 steel battleship. The Pilas Posterior and Pilas Prior, I believe those are Giuseppe Verdi and Marco Polo. And then we have ships like the Mataga, which is the Navarin.
Yeah, you got to count the sequential bundles, man.
Another premium version of Navarin.
That's why I'm thinking it's sneaky.
Peek at some of these here, and really cool skins as well. So here's the Tempesta Nera, and you're saying that she has the largest SAP shells in the game.
So she's a very accurate ship. She has the battlecruiser dispersion curve at T10, and they are
Very
457
accurate.
millimeter guns firing SAP, which is
In theory
very scary.
Yeah, and then take a look at the Pilas Posterior. So what is this the clone of?
Pilas Posterior, I believe, is the Giuseppe Verdi.
Okay.
Which is a special kind of smokescreen battleship. It has a really, really huge smokescreen.
Okay.
Like, actually, like, the radius is very large.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, and then there's a ton of the ships available. You'll notice that not all the factions are equal, and that is by design. Some of the factions are easier to finish off than others. They cost fewer lunar tokens.
I love
the Vignata one is kind of crazy. That is a Schlieffen.
A Schlieffen? Interesting. All right.
Yeah, and then there's a ton of the ships available. You'll notice that not all the factions are equal, and that is by design. Some of the factions are easier to finish off than others. They cost fewer lunar tokens.
I love
the Vignata one is kind of crazy. That is a Schlieffen.
A Schlieffen, yeah. Which, I mean, it is a party. It's a party to get next to a Schlieffen. And then the Petropavlov out new battles. Scroll through those one more time. So again, these are all the clones of the. So as we're saying, so if you want to check an order, you'll have 4 options to progress down, and you can do them. You can dedicate your tokens all into a single line. They do get obviously more expensive the more.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right.
rewards you unlock on each of the lines, or you can spread it out and just get, the surface level. It's really up to you how you want to approach each of the unlock trees, but there's essentially 7 different paths of unlocks that you can get through this mode, which is a lot of content. So we'll try to get through it. I'll scroll through these one more time so everybody can see. I think this is my favorite, but
Yeah, it's a good look.
chaotic.
Why not just sell camos or the option to give premium stats for a tech tree ship? Because that is... you can't get as many resources for that. Back in the day, that's what this would have been. Think space camos. Back in the day. The monetization of this game has changed a lot. A lot. For the worse.
All right. More look at the UI. So the main ways that you're going to be getting the lunar tokens are, one, either through the leaderboards, which is coming in 15.0. So you basically get, as soon as starting next week, an early start. So you have 4 weeks essentially of getting extra tokens to get a head start, and actually pretty significant head start into this upcoming mode or event. So the minimum points that you can get, so if you're the bottom place on a leaderboard, you can get 150 tokens. But if you are top place in the leaderboard for each week, and they are much more obtainable because it's basically small little brackets that you're competing up.
I didn't even consider. Do you imagine they put these clones in Santa crates? That'd be wild. Duplicates. Ugh.
A small group of players versus just a huge pool where there's a low chance. So the leaderboard system is really cool. But if you're in the top of each of those weeks, you can get up to 1,000 of the tokens. So if you are number 1 for every week for starting next week for the next month, you will get an extra 4,000 tokens before the event even begins, which essentially is like halfway to a tier 7 ship.
Yeah,
which
and
is
just
halfway to a tier 7 ship. Okay. Halfway to a tier 7 ship. True. Close to true. It's a little less because you still have to do these first 2. Wait, did it automatically use my tokens? What the... Wait, what? Or is it because I already have Optio that I'm not able to do this and it just jumps me to here and I can start from here? Wait, what? What is this? It's not your fault for being whoever that said that earlier, for being a new player and being like super confused at these events. I am. It is literally my job to play this game and make videos on it, and I am hella confused. Okay, it's a skip. Okay. Interesting that it gives you all this stuff. I guess that was the pop-up? Okay, I mistakenly thought that was like the new update CC stuff coming in. I guess that hasn't still rolled in yet. Sure. Okay. Okay, sure. Fine. Where were we here?
Pool where there's a low chance. So the leaderboard system is really cool. But if you're in the top of each of those weeks,
the leaderboards didn't matter that much then
of the tokens. So if you are number 1 for every week,
Like a max of 45.
starting next week for the next month.
100.
You will get an extra 4,000 tokens before the event
Or 4,000
begins,
only.
which
Yeah.
essentially is like halfway.
So don't
to
feel bad if you
tier
missed
4
Yeah,
which
missed
is
the
just
leaderboards.
to really
It's like
drive the
nothing.
point home. We are presenting 15.1's dev blog, but these missions, the weekly leaderboard start in 15.0
Yeah.
next week. It is not coming the version after. It is this upcoming version, to start collecting.
That's the point of their monetization. If you're confused, you're more likely to spend your free tokens by accident than purchase some. Yeah.
Collecting lunar tokens. You will want to be participating in those weekly leaderboards.
Yes. So that's one way of doing. Obviously, the leaderboards are going to continue into 15.1 and 15.2. So there's even more opportunities to get based off your performance.
Without at least one leaderboard, you can't get Tempesta for free. True. Without using coal. But yeah, for the only tokens, for only the lunar tokens, that's completely true. Yeah.
To get even more lunar tokens, which is great. Again, I think there's a total of about 40,000 that you can get throughout the course of this event.
In PTS round, even if you had Optio before you start, you had to progress toward Optio, and so had to waste the coal lunar tokens needed until Optio. That's crazy. So that's been changed then, I guess. Hopefully. Can you directly buy lunar tokens? I'm not sure. We haven't got that far yet.
I'm not sure if it's accounting for the bonus week you can get in 15.0, so that might be on top of it.
Yeah.
But anyway, the other main way is going to be from the missions. So there are going to be 7 missions that open up, and I got some notes here to kind of did some breakdowns for like casual players versus more in-depth people. So there are 7 different categories of missions that are going to be popping up throughout the 2 months that this event is going on. So the first mission, essentially to complete it, it's going to take about 35 battles. So they are cumulative. So by the course of the 2 months that's going on, you will have that entire 2 months to basically do 35 battles. So if you're a super casual player, you're almost guaranteed to complete that first mission set, which will net you about 4,500 tokens. For the second, it's every week. These missions are going to be unlocking. Second one is about 45 battles. So the way I was doing the math was if you're a player that you only have like an hour a day after work or whatever it is,
okay, we already looked at
play
these.
some games, and maybe you get like 3.5 games average. I'd said that's probably like the most minimum player that'd be kind of doing it. On average, if
The
you
combat
did that,
missions don't look
you'd
bad,
probably
except
getting
for week
close
5
to,
or
about
stage
10,000
5, the
tokens.
final 2.
And that is enough to get a tier 7 if you dedicated to one of the lines and unlocked it for free. So that is just doing over the course of 2 months. If you play,
No, it's not just games played. He's trying to average out like getting
1 hour a
XP
day,
and
only
doing
3 days a
damage
week.
missions,
Then
setting
you're basically
fires.
getting a free tier 7 out of this event. For
We already looked at those a little while ago. You
the
can
other
reverse or
thing that's nice on
rewind
top of
back
it
in the
is you
stream.
can supplement all of these unlocks with coal. So if you have some extra coal, which is again nice resource for our free to players to get out there, you can supplement that
Or
and
watch
kind of
tomorrow's
boost it a
YouTube
little bit
video
more
because I'll be making a video on this.
into,
We're just trying to
maybe
figure it
two
all
ships
out right
or
now.
3 ships if you're
Takes a
going
while.
to the lower levels and how much coal you have, especially if you're playing during 15.0 and you're going to be playing the leaderboards. So all in all, there are 7 weeks of these missions that are going to be opening up. Each of them, they're all around, like to complete it, they're all about 60 to 70 battles on average to get the full rewards from it, and they are cumulative. So by the end of the 7th week, the 8th week is kind of that bonus to complete anything that you haven't finished along the way. So by the time 2 months goes by, then the event will be over, which I think is just the beginning of April. So the more you play, essentially
This stream
the
was a month
earlier ones
ago.
are going to be really easy to complete. Because you're going to have the full 2 months to kind of work on them and complete them. The later ones, you're going to maybe want to spend a little bit more time at the end just so you can, don't front load all the effort if you're thinking about trying to complete this thing, logging in later into the event and then really trying to finish up those last medals and have it contribute to all the earlier missions is a way of kind of framing it in your head, if that makes sense. But on average, I just want to let you say, If you're a super, super casual player, you're probably going to get enough tokens to get a free tier 7. But if you're a hardcore dedicated player, you know, I think on average, like if you play like 300 to 400 games in 2 months is pretty common for a lot of our player base. You're going to get almost through all the content that's going to be coming in this. Is
if
pretty
you
generous.
scroll down past the next picture,
See, like,
past the videos right there.
it's hard. Like, these guys are new, so not trying to be too hard on them, but saying if you're a dedicated player, you're basically going to get through most of the content here is a little weird way of putting it, you know, when at most you can barely get Laria for tokens. When there's Schlieffen, Petro, Z52, Navarin.
So that's kind of like
You know.
in text.
Oh yeah, so
How much
45K.
you have? Yeah.
So there are don't expect to get the full 45,000 because a lot of that is based off of getting the leaderboards, and it looks like it does account for the 15-0 leaderboards as well.
It does.
So realistically, unless you're winning first place on the leaderboard every time, you're probably not going to get the full 45,000. But in general, to get like a tier 10, you need about 15K lunar tokens.
Bro, there it is. Again, these guys are new, and live streaming is hard to be perfectly accurate all the time. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. It is what it is. Not going to be too hard on these guys. But that's tough.
45,000 because a lot of that is based off of getting the leaderboards, and it looks like it does account for the 15-0 leaderboards as well.
It does.
So realistically, unless you're winning first place on the leaderboard every time, you're probably not going to get the full 45,000. But in general, to get like a tier 10, you need about 15K lunar tokens. To get a tier 7, you need about 10K.
That's tough. That's tough. That's so tough, though. Oh, man, I was riding high. I was riding high on the copium that this event was going to be awesome. Okay? The Nian's treasure containers are so disgusting. Multi-layered loot boxes, thousands of dollars to guarantee the ship that you want out of them. But I thought, hey, at least the free part of the event is like, you play a lot over the next 2 months and you're getting potentially Laria, Schlieffen, Petro for free. Maybe you put in a tiny bit of coal too. You get those for free. That's kind of hype. That's kind of hype. Bro. Oh, brother. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That is tough. Wargame being generous, you're coping. Tell me that you've got TikTok brain without telling me you got TikTok brain. Look at the last 6 months of 2025. Look at the last 6 months of 2025. You got San Diego completely for free. You got up to 32,000 doubloons completely for free, which you could use to get Missouri for free. You got Bridgeport for free. You got Kushiro for free. You got potentially Laffy Dockyard for free, Lucian B Dockyard for free. You got Roussillon Dockyard for free, depending on how you allocated those free doubloons. And I'm sure there's more that I'm missing off the top of my head, but it was so good. GQ Johnny, if you played a lot. It was incredible. It was incredible. Actually generous. Actually incredible. So yes, Wargaming can be generous. They can be. Yeah, there's some event passes. I don't count those as much because they're kind of low tier and usually older. Dockyards technically could have been free if you were playing over those months, man. remember, you got 32,000 doubloons, just potentially up to 32,000 doubloons. I would say pretty reasonable to get like 15k doubloons very quickly. There was like 10,000 or a little over 10,000 offered in your first 20 days of playing over a 6-month period. Laffy Dockyard was 6,000 doubloons. Roussillon Dockyard was 6,000 doubloons. So you could have got those pretty quickly just for playing 22 days. Like the amount of free doubloons is what made some of these events technically free, in my mind free. Okay? If you're not willing to play 20 days or 24, however many it was, 24 days to get 10,000 doubloons, at that point it's like, okay, well, are you even playing the game at that point? You know? I think that's fair enough to call some of those events just purely free. Yeah, it's 5k with the first bundle if you did the early access bundle, but I tend not to count that. I try to count guarantees, right? I try to count guaranteed prices. I do my best to only count that.
Like it does account for the 15-0 leaderboards as
Yeah,
well.
it does.
So realistically, unless you're winning first place,
So yeah, it was really good last year.
You're probably
End
not
of
gonna
last
get the
year.
full 45,000. But in general, to get like a tier 10, you need about 15k lunar tokens. To get a tier 7, you need about 10k. So there's a lot of opportunities to get the ships you want. I think we broke it down here. So if you just want to get 5 ships, like get the most ships possible, you can get 5 of them, but they won't be tier 10. If you do want to get a tier 10 in there, you can get about 4. So from this event, free to play, you can get 5 to 4
it does
ships,
say it there.
if you're a really hardcore player.
It does
but
say
if
it
you're just
there.
a super casual person, you're definitely going to get a ship for free as well.
But it
and coal is going to be
it's hard. That's tough.
the main resource to add on to it. And I believe the metrics for the coal is actually pretty generous in comparison to like doubloons or something like that. Do want to come back up here and see some of these videos that we have available though.
Yeah. So these videos are for
you just want to get 5 ships, like get the most. It's your don't expect to get
past the next picture, I believe, past the videos right there. So that's kind of like in text.
Oh yeah, so
How much you
45k.
have. Yeah.
So there are don't expect to get the full 45,000 because a lot of that is based off of getting the leaderboards, but and it looks like it does account for the 15-0 leaderboards as well.
It does.
So realistically, unless you're winning first place on the leaderboard every time, you're probably not going to get the full 45,000. But in general, to get like a tier 10, you need about 15k lunar tokens. To get a tier 7, you need about 10k. So there's a lot of opportunities to get the ships you want. I think we broke it down here. So if you just want to get 5 ships, like get the most ships possible, you can get 5 of them, but they won't be tier 10. If you do want to get a tier 10 in there, you can get about 4. So from this event, free to play, you can get 5 to 4 ships if you're a really hardcore player. But if you're just a super casual person, you're definitely going to get a ship for free as well. And coal is going to be the main resource to add on to it. And I believe the metrics for the coal is actually pretty generous in comparison to like doubloons or something like that. Do want to come back up here and see some of these videos that we have available though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
so
my
these
clip.
videos are for
destruction.
some
That's
of
tough.
the
Again,
kind of like the end.
it's hard
rewards of the
on a
whole
live
event.
stream. These guys are also new,
you'll
so
get,
don't be
by
too hard on
progressing
them.
the track, and
We
as
can't be too hard on
well
them.
as through the containers. Their destruction effects. The red one for
That's
the
obviously order.
Defenders of Order, and the blue one for the.
I think that's all I
Adherents of
needed to.
Chaos.
That's really what I wanted to clarify.
Which is my brain just wrapping around. Seeing good and evil like swapped in my mind is crazy. Okay, so does that make sense to everybody? Any questions we have regarding to the leaderboards or to how the
Don't shoot
lunar
the
tokens
messenger.
work or the missions? Anything
But
in chat?
it's still
Anything
the
else?
information
Start
we were
date for
given.
the leaderboards is next week. Next week, when the
Yes.
patch goes live, the leaderboards will come along with it, and then that's when you can start collecting lunar tokens for the first time. The first time login, all
Yeah, we
the
gotta check
other
Cole.
like event stuff, all of these effects will actually be added in 15.1.
Yeah.
Which is the patch after this one.
Yeah, so 15.0 is launching with along the leaderboards for NA on the 14th. so January the 14th. And for EU and Asia, it'll be the 15th on Thursday is our normal kind of drop calendar. No new brand, not through this event. So all of the ships in this are
Leaderboard's
clones.
already done.
They are new
This is
ships,
old.
so don't have to worry about compensation or anything like that. These are all new clones with unique skins and everything else regarding about it. But they're not like direct purchasable. I guess they kind of are coal ships if you use all of it for progressing, but they're not brand new ships for sure. Okay, so let's talk about the crates.
Yep.
So
The
there are
crates.
two main.
I don't want to talk about the crates right now. Disgusting. Okay. So. So let's go back to the little cheat sheet. I mean, even to say, it's tough, man. Because even to say, like, the individual cost of a tier 10 averages at 15,000 tokens, that's not even correct. Only the Z52 is close as a tier 10, you know? That's tough. Can I link this? Sure. It's also on Reddit. I think Bazinga is the one who posted it. Which is cool, by the way. There you go. Which is very cool. Okay, we're back. I'm glad Wargaming is laying this kind of thing out. The problem is they don't... The devlog and the covering of the devlog made it seem better than it is. But this is nice to have. Wow. The totals here, man. Like, so... Yeah, 15K is not correct. The ones you probably go for are those. You probably still go for Laria, assuming the coal translation or conversion is not too bad. You can obtain ships from Coalition containers. If you receive or already own a ship from the reward track, the connected progression line will be completed automatically. That might mean it's better to save your tokens completely until the end? Maybe? Wait, is there no... Wait, there's no... Can you not get the containers from this event for free at all? Huh? Wait, there's none? I thought there would be. I mean, I made the assumption that there probably would be. Wow. So that makes the gamble crates even worse. Maybe there's something in the armory? Yeah, pop-up ads for the gamble containers. Good, love it, love it. Dude, the cost. Look at the prices, man. 20% off is a good deal. Oh, dude, what? Can someone just take me back to a time loop of the second half of 2025 in this game? Can I just loop that over and over and over again? I don't want to cover this game when it's like this. I hate it. Oh, it's so depressing. It's so depressing, man. It's so depressing. Yeah, that's Canadian. Still, though. It's so depressing, man. No, there's not even one. Wait, is there even one? Surely there's one somewhere. I mean, that's for doubloons. Surely there's one somewhere. Right? Surely. No. No? Maybe here. Maybe here? Oh, wait, hold. Ah! You get two. There's two. Okay, very generous, Wargaming. Very generous. Bro, you got two chances at a... What was the math again? 10% into 8% into 1 in 6? So you got two rolls for like for a less than 1% chance. Oh. That's tough. That's tough, bro. That's tough. That is tough. I also really don't like the way this is laid out too, to be honest with you. Because they've used this UI in the past for Christmas, right? And Christmas, when you have this UI, you are getting the ship plus all this stuff, right? So, yeah, they tell you it's just the camo for Jinan, just the camo for Essex, whatever. But given that this, pretty much this exact UI, last Christmas and the Christmas before gave you the ship that you were clicking on here, makes it feel like you should be getting Jinan, you should be getting Essex, you should be getting Schlieffen, you should be getting Blau, you should be getting Holland, but you're not. You're just not. So it's fine because it's completely free and whatever, But I would not be surprised if people click on this and think they're getting Jinan and think they're getting Essex, okay? I would not be surprised at all. In fact, I think that is very, 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 very likely. So, yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Oh, wait, festive calendar might also have some. Hold.
Sweeney_Todd22 just subscribed.
Sweeney Todd. Thanks for the Prime, man. No, you're not getting the Christmas Schlieffens and blouse. It's not what's happening here. It's just the camo. But I wouldn't be surprised if people think they're getting that, is what I'm saying. Yeah, they're you can't inspect them just in the armory. Probably get the Schlieffen one out of any of these. Get your 2 crates and hit the CV. I heard SF got that. I am trying to figure out if there's more than 2 free crates. I am desperately searching for the more than 2 free crates. And we cannot find it. In here? Like final reward in here maybe? No. You got Delaware. Does that mean you can start progression towards... Wait, it's this one. Does that mean you can start progression towards Cursed Fang, or do you have to do everything before and then go? That's also what I'm wondering. Because, like, if you have this one, are you able to just start from here and go? Because, like, I have Optio. Because then, oh, bro, because then it's better to gamble your crates away to start with before you spend any tokens and then start from... Oh. No, you have to finish the previous? Okay. But you still save the progression here. Right? Oh, this event, man, it's so much worse. Oh, it's so much worse. So, like in Gang's case, he'll save the 15,000 tokens from here, but he'll still have to do the 1,000, 9,000. But it means he could get the Neptune for less. Like, minus the 15k. Oh, man. I mean, that makes sense. You still have to do the first and second stage, but still, it's like... By the way, this is one of the reasons...
So that's...
that I am suffering. I don't know if you saw this earlier, gang, but... This is why I thought the event was going to be good.
Kind of like, in text.
Oh, yeah, so 45K.
How much you have. Yeah.
So there are, don't expect to get the full 45,000 because a lot of that is based off of getting the leaderboards, but and it looks like it does account for the 15 leaderboards as well.
It does.
So Realistically, unless you're winning first place on the leaderboard every time, you're probably not going to get the full 45,000. But in general, to get like a tier 10, you need about 15k lunar tokens. To get a tier 7, you need about 10k. So there's a lot of opportunity. Lunar tokens. To get a tier 7, you need about 10k. Realistically, unless you're winning first place on the leaderboard every time, you're probably not going to get the full 45,000. But in general, to get like a tier 10, you need about 15k lunar tokens. To get a tier 7, you need about 10k. So there's a lot of opportunity.
I thought this event was gonna be good, man. I thought it was gonna be good. Oh, I thought it was gonna be good, man. I thought it was gonna be good. Oh, bro, it's like 40k plus for tier 10. It's 40k for a tier 10. And I mean, stuff happens while live streaming. Again, I don't want to be too hard on these guys. They're brand new employees. It's hard. It's hard to live stream, but that is just not the cost. That is just not the cost. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I mean, that might have been one of their first streams, honestly. So I again, don't want to be too hard on them, but like, it's, even if you don't look at the total cost of these tier 10s and you just look at the individual sequential price, it's not 15k even. It's 30. It's 17.5. It's 15.5. It's 21. You know? CCRNG for the carrier. I'm not gonna open that up yet. I still need to record the video explaining this event. So I don't want to have... Actually, I could. Because I could just do it on one of the press accounts. I could. Okay. I could. Okay. Fine. Which one? Alright, which one? Surely the Schlieffen camo, right? We don't play subs and carriers. I already have better camos for Jinan and Holland. All right. I can't believe there's only 2 free crates. And I said this before, but this whole UI here is exactly like the Christmas UI, where you got the ship for free. So there's so many people gonna think that out of this gift thing, they're getting the ship for free when they're just not, and it's just a skin. It's like, make the UI different. Like, oh, it's sad. It's sad. All right. Guaranteed drop in 50, huh? So, what does a guaranteed drop mean, by the way? Item from the tier 6 to 10 ship group in the 50th container. Oh. Oh, wait. So, Nyan's treasure is not the guaranteed drop. What would the math be? What would even the math be to... Oh my goodness. I wonder what the guaranteed drop is in this. Because this is where the new ships are locked in. There's an 8% chance of getting a new ship out of this container. Okay, well, let's see. 1. Credits! Big. I needed credits. Thank you. It's a 1 in 20? It's a 1 in 20. You get a guaranteed ship after 20. So... That's better. I mean, that helps the math a bit in worst case scenario. It doesn't get too extreme, but it's still a couple thousand. You know, if the ship drop chance in those second layer containers is 8%, and the guaranteed gets you it on 5%, it does backstop you a little bit. It backstops you a tiny bit. No, 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 brother. Brother. No, 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 no. Also, I caught that just before opening that one. The chaos and order containers have separate pity drop timers, by the way. So it's a pity drop after 50, but separately. Oh, dude. Yeah, now we get to see drop chance in Jan's treasure. True. 8%. Yeah, the 20th container gets you the guarantee drop of one of these. Wait, I shouldn't open this yet. Should I? Wait, don't I have these ships on my account? Shouldn't it say obtained? Wait. Yeah. 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 Interesting. Okay. So one of these three, I guess. You have to check the list. I'm confused. All right, here we go. Don't. Okay, good. Oh, good. Example in the armory checklist. Oh, it's in the armory. Okay. Why doesn't it show here? Weird. Devblog said Nyan's treasure would drop red boosters, not blue boosters. Oh, okay. That's kind of interesting. Oh, that's not right. Oh. Epic. I don't remember the rarities here. Rare. Epic. Oh! Wait. Didn't I get blue? Hold on a second. Can I see the... Oh yeah, okay, here it is. Nice. Okay, so here it says blue. It does show blue in game. It does show blue in game. It does show blue in game. Oh, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's a very difficult event. You know what probably happened? You know what probably happened? They forgot that Surcouf salvage was going on, and they don't want to give away more red boosters so you can get towards Surcouf easier. That's probably why it was changed. Interesting. I wonder what the... Why all the pop-ups? Okay, side tangent, but why is it that whenever I launch the Wargaming Game Center, there's always just Windows advertisement pop-ups every time I open Wargaming's Game Center? It's so annoying. It's so annoying, man. And I don't know how to disable them. Very frustrating. I guess I am effectively playing a gotcha gambling game. Oh, damn it, man. Okay, what does this say? How long have I been streaming, by the way? We're almost at 2 hours of trying to figure this event out, bro. Wait, I can't click on them, though. Yeah, I probably should just go over to Steam Client. Okay, here we go. Let's go to here. Wait, they're not updated? Wait, oh, this is EU. What's the NA site? Is it just .com? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here it shows blue as well. Oh wait, they're not called Lunar New Year. What is it? Vendors of Order. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they tell you here. That dev blog is kind of sus, though. I wish they would be able to put out this kind of thing beforehand. You know, it's really good that they got this out today. Really good. Really good. Really good. Really good. But it'd be nice to know that beforehand, because expectations are kind of based on what we see, you know, in here in the dev blog, right? Okay, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? We need to know... We need to know the cost of coal. I guess. What does it take for coal to get through this? I guess I need to decide what I am trying to get to. Am I trying to get to Tempesta Nera? Probably not. Definitely not that. Probably we're going for Premium Schlieffen. Probably. Being able to swap Luchins sounds pretty nice. Petro, Premium Petro, good choice too. I don't play Petro much though. Schlieffen in 2026, yeah. Yeah, true. But the Schlieffen's pretty funny. I mean, it's perfect. It's just a clown car it's a clown car secondary. It's great. Just run into Lib or Sabir or Columba or Hawaii. Yeah, true. True. Really funny though. Okay, what does the Petro one look like again? I wonder if you can slot Petro leg mod to this or not. Wait, is the ship not reflected? I thought... Interesting. Weird. Hit the horn. You can? Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. I mean, this would be this is probably better to go for, because Petro is still good. I mean, and we get the funny looking... What is this one? Irian? Or... Yeah, I think this is Irian. No. Pozarski? Funny looking Pozarski? I probably have to do this just because of the goofy camos. It's too funny not to. Holy, that's hilarious. Really dumb. You can turn these camos off, guys. You can definitely turn these camos off. Yeah, you just go here, and you just turn them off. I don't know. Is it entertainment? Maybe. You just turn them off. It's fine. Like, you can turn off enemy destruction effects as well.
A Cathrit just
I suppose
subscribed.
it doesn't really matter. Because I don't think I'm going for any of these. Yo, AKA Fret? Fret? Thank you for the tier 1, man. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm not going for this one. Z52, Navrin. We're not going for Neptune, Delaware, that's for sure. Petro. Tempting. Zeton. I mean, the Petro and Zeton are just purely from Legends. They copied these over from Legends. This was part of the missile test in Legends. Okay, so we're doing this side. We can always swap one time from one side to the other for free. Okay. So it is 4,000 coal for 300 tokens. $1,300 coal per 100 tokens. Oh, nice. We can play the ships. Great. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going here. Can turn off golden camos. Changes the ship in name. That's interesting. Wait, that's weird though. Can you do that with Black Friday ships? Like, does it change the B variant into a non-B variant? Weird. Wait. Okay, well, I was too late to test this, apparently. I didn't realize they were giving us the ships, all of these. Okay. The coal price goes up for each progression. Yeah, it is CC hacks, guys. Like, it is undeniable. It is undeniable that CCs get insane benefits, okay? It is a massive bonus. Okay? Maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe I overcompensate sometimes, like, to try to be extra hard on wargaming. I don't know, but oh, 14,000 for 700 tokens. Wait. But I feel like I need to be, you know? I try to think of it as if I was still not a CC, and I try to get myself back in the mindset of being a broke student playing this game and thinking about how I would approach these events as that broke college student. Which maybe isn't the most fair to wargaming all the time, but I think it's reasonable. I think it's reasonable. Yeah, now it's 2,000. Wait, it started with 14... Or it was 1,300. Wait, it was 1,300 coal for 100 tokens. Wait, what? What? Okay, wait. Let me go to a different account. Hold. Wait, which one is it? This one? Yeah, this one. I might not have enough resources, but send it. Can I check Discord? Sure. What is on Discord? My game crashed? No, it's relaunching. Oh, you guys already figured out the coal? Oh, interesting. Well, great. Whoever did that, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm super dumb. I just logged into an EU account. Wait. Do I not have an account for this? Wait. NA. We're back. Hold. Holy. I might be losing it, bro. We might be losing it. Okay, so assuming this is right. Is this total coal or is this just coal for the stage? It looks like just coal for the stage. So to get Laria, is it 650,000 coal for Alaria? Is this 650,000 coal for Laria? Is that real? Oh, you also need the commander. 670? Wait, 670,000. Wait, that's hold. That's maybe not that bad. That's maybe not that bad. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Yo, thanks for doing this, guys. This is amazing. The resolution's a little low, but that's fine. So, total for Laria is 673,000 coal. Consider that to get Zarya S, you need like 720,000 coal. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a lot of coal still, but that saves you 32,000 steel. Although it means if you have no coal and you have the steel for Laria, it's not worth it to go for Laria here. Because the conversion is 1 to 100, right? Zarya gets you 2 other ships. That's true. But this gets you 1 other ship. Arguably Nari doesn't really count as a ship. But maybe Pizarski isn't that good either. Although Pizarski's better than Nari, for sure. Interesting. To get Schlieffen, it's 542,000 coal. That's a lot. Petro is 468. It's nice they're doing something with coal. Where are we here? Oh, this one already has it too. Okay, we have failed to see it, but fortunately, you guys already looked at this coal pricing, so we're good. Can't play Pioneer. NDA's not up. So what do you go for then? What do you go for? What do you go for? I mean, if you don't have Laria, you probably still go for Laria? Right? I mean, how many tokens is reasonable? How many tokens is reasonable for a player to achieve? That's the question. You know, if it's reasonable for a player to get... Is 30k tokens reasonable? Is 30k tokens reasonable? Because that's where we got to calculate from. You know... Okay, that did not work. Laria can't be done with tokens. So now to all of you who said about coal, now we're adding coal into the picture. Okay, we figured out lunar tokens. We need to add coal into the picture. Okay, so... How much are we getting here? $200, $300. Plus 500. Wait, it would be easier to go work backwards, right? Because I think this is going to be the bottleneck, right? I think for a casual player, you can get to here. Not maybe easily, but pretty likely you can get to here. So... there's a total of 40k tokens in these missions. So let's subtract 1750 and 2000 and 2000. Oh, wow. It is really backloaded, though. Hold on. Okay, we're already below 30k, and we still have to subtract all this. Minus 2,000. 1750 minus 1,000. Minus 750. Minus 500, minus 500. So if you make it to here, you don't complete 170,000 commander XP, you don't complete 36 million potential damage. You get 23,250 tokens by completing stages 1 to 4 and some of stage 5. So, if we get that far, how close do we get to... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Wait, how much were these stages? How much were these stages? The individual stages. Did I record it? Uh, 4,000 not there. Wait, I'll turn that off. No, not there. Yeah, it takes 30k, but I want to see how far we get. Ah, well, we do have at least the VOD. Hold on. Here we go. So, okay. So if we have 23,250 minus 12,000, we use that to get these two done. 11,250 is what we have towards Laria.
Otherius just subscribed.
Yo, Otherius, thank you for the prime, man. Very kind. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, you get to finish the 2,800 one with 50 tokens left over. So you finish this one. So you still need to make up 3,000, 3,400. You need to make up 18,800 tokens. So how much does that cost then? How much does that cost? Coal per token is 16.63. So times 16.63. 312,644 coal. Okay. That is okay. But you're still grinding. But 300,000 coal for Alaria, plus grinding to nearly finishing 5 of the 7 stages for Alaria. Maybe. If you know you're not getting a lot of steel, that's maybe a good idea. The other thing is we said we had 24,000 tokens. Wait, where's the higher res one? Here we go. Right, like if we have 24,000, that means pretty easily you can finish Shamrockville if you want it. It means that the Schlieffen is going to cost you quite a bit less coal if you want that one. You only need to make up like 10,000 tokens. Z52 will be hard. Around the same as getting Laria. As will getting this Neptune one. This Neptune one seems bad. Like, no one should ever go for this one. Petro seems okay. Why only 5 out of 7 stages? We're trying to guess what a casual, not a casual, but like a dedicated casual player will get. That's what we're guessing. I'm guessing they'll get around 24,000 tokens. Maybe that's not bad. Maybe that's not bad. Rustport's not bad, yeah. Rustport's not bad. Both getting to Schlieffen or getting to Petro isn't too bad. Yeah. You're pretty likely to get that just on tokens or a few, maybe 100,000 coal to finish it up. Okay. Okay. I am reasonably satisfied with that, I guess. At least knowing that. What is this event called again? And Paradox. I need to write this down before I forget. I'm already forgetting. Wait. Laria is 42,000 tokens. Okay, I think I can do that later. Still haven't played a game yet. We should probably do that. Play a couple. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, maybe it's still an okay event. It's still an okay event. It's nowhere near as good as I thought it was going to be, of course. Which is, you know, a little sad, you know, and when expectations are perhaps too high going into it. But I think it's still decent. Alright, we don't need those anymore. I will say the Laria camo looks pretty cool. I do like the look of this. Aesthetics are subjective, of course, but... all in all, quite an eye-opener. 15k tokens for a tier 10 ship. Yeah, that's the tough part here. That is the tough part. Try not to be too hard on him, because live stream is hard to get all this exactly right, but yeah. I would say that is a big portion of why this feels weird. I mean, some of these are marked as common ships, so maybe they come back sooner. It's very weird how the designations go. Common to rare to epic or whatever. Wow, look at that ship icon. It includes the sail. That's kind of wild. That's funny. Bird cry. What a name. What a name. Alright, that is all of them now. Remove the old stuff we were looking at. Leg mod buffs. There we go. So that's all of them. Interesting that this is Duke of York. Clone. Duke of York's not a bad ship. Tier 7. Optio. Do you think this sail is in game? Like when you're in battle? The... oh, it's not Zeton. What's the other tier 8? German battleship? The trash one. The real garbage. Anult. Has a camo. Wait, where is it? Oh, there we go. Where these don't appear in game. You know, this is not in game, the giant sails. So I wonder if the Some of these new ones are. Oh yeah, Taihang has the sail camo too. I mean, these are cool skins, but it's weird to me that it's not just a camo, you know, for the ships you already have, right? Very weird. The interesting part, like this is in Legends, when they do this in Legends, they often change the parameters of the ship. So it's like an actually different, unique experience. Which in some ways is cool, and in other ways is not good, because then if they put it in a bad event, it feels like, oh, is it just better and now it's hard to get? The lunar event leaderboard rewards now seems little compared to the mission rewards from the lunar event. Yeah. I think that was intentional so that it didn't feel as bad to place lower on those leaderboards. Probably. These cannons are hilarious, though. Look at them, man. That's really funny. They'll get premium ship benefits as long as they're tier 9 and below. Tier 10 premiums are special ships. You don't get the improved credit income. You do get the special ship benefits, though, of moving commanders, reduced credit cost to repair, so you still get kind of net more credits than a normal tier 10. This is a little strange, because don't these ships already have this style of camo? Am I confused? I don't think I have those camos, though. Actually, it's Verdi. Yeah, I don't have the camo to show, unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure these two do. So these are, like, literally nothing new. Different name. I'm pretty sure. That feels a little strange. Already have Laria. What's a good next best? Probably getting the premium Petro or the premium Schlieffen to move special commanders to for free. That would be my suggestion. Probably Petro is better. But if you really like brawling and you want to be able to move Lucians is the name to your Schlieffen for free, that's cool. This is just a texture, yeah? Not actually, like, modeled. I think it's just texture. Sharky. This one's so funny. It's so funny, man. These should have just been camos. But yeah, the Laria one is kind of sick. Actually, it's so dark on this port. Let me go to a brighter port so we can see it. I like this one. The camo, that is, quite a lot. I think it looks cool. All right, so we can do this. Great. Great. Now what? Now what? What else is Lanico? Oh man, it's so sad that now if I cover the Schroeder and Atlantico, that they came back for gamble crates as well. Really disappointing. What were the other ships in those gamble crates? We'll play some of this ship now because it got buffed. What was the last ship in there? I'm forgetting. So much to go over today. Tai Hang, right. Oh, that's a really disappointing one too, because that one you could earn for free last year, Lunar New Year. Really disappointing. Oh man, some of these camos are hilarious. Okay. This one doesn't have some special camo for Lunar New Year? Oh, interesting. I thought it would have. Okay. That's fine. Doesn't need it, but... Yeah, 27-second reload. Okay. Buffed Yiming. Let's see what it's got. Quick. Let's see. What's your hometown? Bro, nobody's gonna answer that on the internet. That's a weird question, man. Very strange. I live in Canada. That is where I am from. Where's the good commander? There he is. Let's change you. I want to try... Ooh, what about this? I mean, what can we get the reload to? Let's see. Okay. I won't play for too long. Look at us, 2.5 hours. Incredible. Long PQ stream. Record setting, perhaps. Super ships, double Hawaii. Oh, and it's so cool, bro. Yeah. We love playing World of Warships. Playing the game, man. Surely a fun experience. That's fine. We'll just spam AG. Not a lot of base range on this ship, though. Where do you think the Patrie spawned, guys? Where do you think the Patrie spawned? If we're going by the most frustrating way possible, they spawned Patrie opposite us, right? The only tier 9 battleship versus the super battleship, right? That's fair, I think. Obviously, they should just spawn the super ships across from each other, but it seems like they don't like doing that. You think this flank has a Hawaii? That'd be sad. Damn it. Fine. It is the Patrie and a Hawaii. Oh no. Bro, why? Why? Oh, I should have kept the HE. Why? Fletcher is getting decimated. Fletcher, why must you get decimated? Double Hawaii Patrie! Double Hawaii Patrie, and my DD is already dead, bro. Okay, their DD's dead too. Holy, bro, it's so fun playing World of Warships. This game is very fun. Trust. Game is fun to play. Surely. I'm in your match. Ha 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 ha. Please don't try to stream snipe, man. That's not very cool. We don't appreciate that. If you're in my game and on my team, then it's fine, I guess. But if you're on the enemy team, just make sure you turn the stream off completely. Even then, just don't. I prefer not. You know, I just want to play the game as a normal player, not have it impacted. I think I just died to a Hawaii, right? Although we have a Bremen. Six hits. It's pretty good. And he's going to go broadside, so... Do we load in time? Probably not. Yeah, it goes low. Oh well. Look at the Bremen just melt, bro. It's crazy. But so is Hawaii. These new ships, man, they're just wild. Well, at least Patri left. That's nice. No, you're fine, other areas. It's okay. I just generally... You know, I just want to play the game and not have the way the game is played by other players change based on me being a streamer or whatever. That's all. Yeah, we'll go AP now. Why have HE? Because the guns are low caliber. And we're fighting against super ships and Hawaiis and such. So. That's okay.
Our team has taken the lead.
Early?
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Whoa! A Hawaii ate a citadel. A miracle.
Enemy battleship detected.
Two. Good point. More than I ever saw playing Tai Hang. Not Tai Hang. Tsurugi yesterday. One sit max out of that ship. Was their submarine just AFK on this flank, or what happened? Or am I confused? Maybe I'm confused. 21 seconds. Just a blowout, unfortunately. Pretty boring match. That's kind of how it goes, though, with super ship up tiers with subs and that. Oh, the archerfish got him. Interesting. No sit. No sit. A little unfortunate. Kind of went exactly where I wanted it to. But no sit.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Yeah, no consumable usage this time. Still a really good ship even without it, too. Ah, that's where the sub was.
Our victory is in sight.
Should probably have EP considering he's so broadside. $800. We got the fire though. Only 93. All right, I'll do one more, and then I gotta go get some lunch. And then somehow condense this update into a short enough video that people will understand the event well. It's a bit challenging. We were looking at it for like an hour, 2.5 hours. And I'd like the video to be 10 to 15 minutes long. That'll be interesting. Fortunately, people in the community got those charts out for the cost, which is really helpful. Oh, tier 9. Great.
Battle starts. Awaiting instructions.
Okay, spotted already. What is over here? Valp div could be tough.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
It is not.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Xizhong, that's interesting. Excuse me? Did I really lead that high? Brutal. Ready, sure. Now these will go low, of course, because aiming system is very good. Yeah. We'll just do 0. That sounds great. Okay, Valparaiso is here. Black. Sure.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Okay, I'll get the fire. DCP already, nice. No, we don't get the follow-up. Too bad. That would have been nice.
Torpedo, astern.
Sure. Nice. There's a double fire. We'll take that. Good. Valparaiso going that way. Only one hit. Wait, Zarya S, why did you go that way?
Direct front.
Oh, he's just gonna die insta. Yikes. This is why you gotta learn island play, guys. Island play is very, 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 very important. Otherwise you get into trouble very quickly.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Although it looks like our team is just kind of folding regardless. That's the problem with pushing up like this sometimes, is that it sort of baits your team into trying to push, and your teammates aren't used to pushing because they're usually playing at the back, you know? So then we kind of baited our teammates in here by playing like this, and unfortunately they're all gonna die. And so it's like, okay, am I supposed to push out here and die with them? No, but also, I don't know, it feels bad. It feels bad to, like, for free lose a Zarya here, you know? Oh well. Tease what to tease. Now we're going to lose our Iowa. Why is our Iowa flat broadside onto the whole enemy team, by the way? Yeah. So we lose for free. Another blowout. So lame. Why must it always be the blowouts? You know? Don't blame yourself on others' mistakes. Yeah, but
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
I mean, that's a pretty perfect example of the Giga Torps doing 0. I'd be pretty mad. You know? Ooh, we got 7 there. Not quite enough to kill, though, unfortunately.
Problem solved, sir.
We'll have to look and see if those were black torps or not. I'm curious now. Unfortunately, now we are out of... Oh, nice. That was a good hit. We're out of our torp production, unfortunately. So these kill us.
Hull below the waterline. Flooding quickly.
Oh, no citadels, really? Great.
Enemy battleship sunk.
We go down before I get the next salvo up on the Sejong, but that's okay. Decent little brawl there at the end, but it sucks that our teammates on that flank inted. I gotta say, that was just pure inting from our battleships and our DDs over here. I don't understand why they did that. Pretty easy for them to just cover us from the back line. And when they push, which they would eventually, they could just support me on that. And it's really disappointing, because that would have been a really, really fun game if, you know, it had potential. You know, so many of my battles are like that first game we played, like the last game. And it's just pure blowouts. It's a double up tier into super ships with subs, and, you know, not in that one, but a lot of time carrier as well, that just forces the most boring games ever. And to get one like this where we did okay, but it's over so quick because it's such a massive blowout, it's really frustrating, because these types of games only come around like 1 in 10. It feels like 10% of my games have the potential to be fun. And then to miss out on that like this hurts, man. It hurts. Hard to get interesting content for YouTube a lot of the time. Purely off Matchmaker these days. But let's see. Let's see. Whose torpedoes were they? Oh, they were Jutland torps. Okay, so not quite as big alpha damage, but still 6 torpedoes for 22,000 is very, very low. Wow. You have a... No, okay, so those are just normal torps. So 15,533 times 6. That's 93,000 torp alpha that we cracked down to 22. Huh. 24% of the damage is what we ate. We effectively had like a 75% torp belt. And that torp belt extends to our entire ship also. That's kind of insane. It's a pretty good clip because we should die there otherwise. Because one of the weaknesses here with the hull... wow, why can't I find it? Here we go. You know, one of the weaknesses, your torp protection is only in this part, so eating torps here does full damage. This might be the perfect ship for BFK, it might be. All of us 07 players who eat torps on cooldown. How many ships will we be able to get realistically from the event? Realistically, without spending an absolutely absurd amount of coal, you're finishing one path. You're finishing one of these. So either you're going for the Italian battleships, you're going for these two, you're going for Laria, you're going for Schlieffen, you're going for Petro, you're going for Neptune Delaware, or you're going for Z52 Navarin. Realistically, you're getting one of those tracks done. And even then, you're probably going to have to spend some coal. The tokens are technically enough, but you got to grind through everything. But I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. I have to make that video this afternoon. It'll be interesting to figure out how to explain that whole event. Oh, yo, John is streaming? Oh, incredible. All right, I'll send you guys over there. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the help trying to figure out this event. And all the charts you guys linked to. Very, very, very helpful. But I'm going to go get some lunch. Enjoy the rest of your day and have fun watching John easily clasp everything.